Hello everybody, I am Dr. Hemant Udayaraju, Director Surgical Oncology and Minimal Access Surgery at Yashoda Hospital, Secunderabad. I deal with a range of cancer surgeries and complex cancer related problems.
Is it true that breast cancer only happens to middle-aged and older women?
Breast cancer is common after a certain age. In India, the commonest age of breast cancer is around 40 to 45, and in the West, it is 50 plus. But it is not that young ladies don't get. Unfortunately, the trend is a little alarming, and we are seeing more breast cancers. The incidence of breast cancer is increasing in early age as well, in 20s and 30s as well. By and large, 40 plus is the age group of highest risk, but breast cancer can occur at a younger age as well.
Does every breast cancer have the same treatment?
No, each person's malignancy is different and it needs to be approached and treated differently. The treatment is based on the clinical findings, the biopsy findings, the scan, and we do a tumor sub-analysis. We do an analysis of the tumor. We have an understanding of the tumor types much better than what we had a few years ago. The treatment is individualized. So basically what surgery is being done varies as per the location of the tumor, the type of the tumor, the age of the patient, the breast volume, and certain other factors. Similarly, what type of chemotherapy is to be given, what are the drugs used, combination, what are the dosage, number of cycles, everything varies as per the type of the tumor. In elderly patients who have favorable tumors, we actually avoid chemotherapy and just put them on hormonal therapy. Similarly, we have a better understanding of the tumor now, so we individualize. So each patient has got a slightly different protocol in terms of surgery, chemotherapy and radiotherapy.
If I have breast cancer, will I need a full mastectomy?
No, you don't require a mastectomy if you have breast cancer. Not every patient requires a mastectomy. Mastectomy is individualized as per the discussion with the patient regarding the tumor type and the stage. In early stages, if the diagnosis is done when the tumor is small and it is not spread and the patient prefers so, then we definitely can preserve the breast. We have lots of new techniques called as breast conserving surgery. We have oncoplastic surgeries, reconstructive techniques in which we can remove only the tumor and the surrounding part, and through a separate incision we remove the lymph nodes and we conserve the form and breast function as much as possible nowadays. This is basically a discussion which needs to be done with your clinician and yourself, and then decide what is the ideal treatment for you. In simple answer, mastectomy, the requirement of mastectomy is going down day by day. As we are diagnosing new simple early breast cancers, breast conservation therapy is increasing day by day.
Surgery is not required if the tumor is solid. Is that right?
No, absolutely not. It is the solid tumors which need to be operated. If the benign cysts, that is, if you have cystic lesions in the breast and all that, then you can avoid surgery. But solid tumors need to be evaluated. If benign, you can just observe them. If the solid tumor turns out to be a malignancy, it definitely needs surgery.
A needle biopsy can disturb cancer cells, causing them to travel to other parts of the body. Is that right?
Absolutely not. It is a big myth. Needle biopsies do not aid the cancer spread as is very commonly believed. In fact, without doing a fine needle aspiration or a biopsy, there is no way we can diagnose what the problem is and then treat it, especially in breast cancer. Needle biopsies probably are contraindicated in certain few cancers, but not in breast cancer. It does not aid to the spread of the cancer in any form, and in fact it is the first part of treatment. In fact, the treatment begins with doing a needle biopsy and diagnosing the patient and understanding the tumor.
Breast cancer diagnosis means poor prognosis. Is that right?
No, because overall if you look at the 5-year survival rates in the West, it has reached 80%, and in India 5-year survival rates are close to 60%. If you diagnose breast cancer in the first stage, the survivals are more than 99%. The 5-year survivals are more than 99%. It is about 88 to 89% in the second stage, and then it falls to around 50 to 57% in the third stage, and fourth stage the results are dismally poor. They are about 27-28% survival rates. So by and large, breast cancer results are not really bad. In fact, they are improving day by day. The main problem, the main challenge is the diagnosis, is when you diagnose a breast cancer. If you diagnose the cancer in an early stage, then the results are extremely good. Like any other form of cancer, the symptoms are really very vague. One requires to notice the small changes which occur in their body and take an opinion from a doctor. I'm not saying that every small change in your body can be related to cancer, but certain small subtle changes which are there for a long period of time, which don't really trouble, can be a form of early cancer. For example, breast cancer presents as a painless lump in the breast area, or some swelling or some vague thickening in the breast area, which can be there for a very long period. It is mostly painless, but sometimes there can be pain too. So any painless lump or thickening of the breast tissue needs to be noted, especially if it is there for a long period of time, and then you will have to report to your local physician or your family physician or a gynecologist or a local doctor to basically get it evaluated. It usually starts as a painless lump in the breast or in the underarms, in the armpit area. Sometimes there might be flaky skin over the nipple where nipple peels off and then ulceration can be formed. All of this would be still not very troublesome and painless. So any painless persistent problem needs to be evaluated. Sometimes nipple discharge, thick greenish or thick discharge or bloody discharge can also be a form of early sign of cancer. And apart from that, presence of these symptoms along with loss of weight or loss of appetite, the patient is feeling sick and sometimes jaundice, and all these are signs of advanced cancers. I'm not saying that presence of every lump is cancerous, but then if something which is there for a long time, even though it is not troubling you, it needs to be noticed, and then you need to bring it to a notice of a doctor and get it evaluated. If there is no major issue, then we are all happy for you. But then if there is something, then it can be tackled when it is still very small and not very advanced. Coming to diagnosis, breast cancer can be diagnosed by three simple tests. Number one is ultrasound, that is scanning of the breast, mammogram, which is something like an X-ray of the breast, and FNAC, which is needle aspiration. In the sense, we put in a small needle to pick up few cells from the suspicious area to study what is there. Very simple three tests which can be done on an outpatient basis, which is not very technically challenging. It is available in most of the good centers, and these three small tests can diagnose a breast cancer. Once the cancer is diagnosed, then we get the patient undergo a few more tests to know the extent of the problem. In a sense, to stage, there are 4 stages in breast cancer. So based on these investigations, once the diagnosis is made, we might add a few scans of like chest scan, an abdominal scan, and a bone scan, or sometimes we do a whole body scan known as a PET scan to know where all the disease has gone. So one is the diagnosis part, and second thing is the staging part. These are simple tests which are done to basically diagnose and know what exactly the problem is. Coming to breast cancer therapy, like any other form of cancer, there are 3 different modalities, 3 different arms of treatment. Number 1 is surgery, number 2 is chemotherapy, number 3 is radiation therapy, that is radiotherapy. Surgery basically involves removal of the tumor along with the drainage lymph nodes. It's important to address the lymph nodes which actually drain this particular area. These lymph nodes are in the armpit, that is in the axillary region. Surgery once again is of 2 types. The gold standard, which is being practiced for the last 150-200 years, is a mastectomy, in which we remove the entire breast along with the tumor, skin, areola, nipple, along with the lymph nodes. It's a seemingly big surgery, but it is something which is easily tolerated by the patient. The surgery takes approximately about 1 hour, and the patient is discharged in the same day or the next day, and the recovery is also pretty rapid. Nowadays, we have moved on from doing mastectomies, and we do what is called as breast conservation therapy. Owing to our better understanding of the tumor dynamics, and because of the scans, we know exactly where the tumor is and what is its spread pattern. Today, we do not need to sacrifice the entire breast of the patient to cure cancer. So we do what is called as a good wide local excision, that is, we remove the tumor along with normal tissue of about 1 centimeter, tumor with a 1 centimeter cuff of the normal tissue, and through a separate small incision we address the axilla and we remove the axillary nodes. Nowadays there is a new technique called a sentinel node biopsy, in which we can actually remove only those nodes which which are potentially harboring the disease and sparing the rest of the nodes. So the procedure has become very minimally invasive. Thereby we know precisely what to do and remove exact amount of tissue that is required to be removed, thereby preserving the normal tissue, and the patient has good cosmesis and she maintains good form and function of the breast after this surgery. But this breast conserving surgery or sentinel node biopsy is basically preserved for very early cancers, that is stage 1 and sometimes stage 2 cancers. When the stage is a little more advanced, then we do mastectomies. So there are two major forms of surgery, mastectomy and breast conservation surgery. Chemotherapy. Not every lady requires chemotherapy. Chemotherapy is used for advanced cancers. Chemotherapy is basically of two types. One is called adjuvant therapy and second thing is called palliative therapy. There is another form called neoadjuvant therapy as well, which I won't go into it. Basically, chemotherapy is employed after successfully removing the cancer and you want to consolidate the result. By operating on a patient, we remove disease which is there today. By giving chemotherapy after that, we prevent a recurrence. We reduce the chances of the disease coming back in the rest of the body. This is called as adjuvant chemotherapy. This basically involves drugs which are given through an IV drip. Typically, the treatment is only a few hours of duration. Patient comes, takes the treatment, goes home in the afternoon or evening. And chemotherapy is given in number of cycles. There are many new drugs which are there, which the patients tolerate very easily as compared to the chemotherapies of yesterday, which were very, very toxic. Nowadays, the toxicity is less and patients recover really well from chemotherapy. The second form of chemotherapy is the chemotherapy which is basically employed when the disease is very advanced, where we are not operating the patient but we want to extend their lifespan, and that is called as palliative chemotherapy. Radiation therapy is another type of treatment which is used to consolidate the results of surgery. So basically it involves exposure of the patient for a very short time to X-rays in the area which is being previously operated or the target area, and this radiotherapy is given for a short duration every day for usually 15 cycles. So patient comes, takes treatment for a few minutes and then goes back home, and she has 15 to 25 such treatment schedules which are scheduled over a period of 3 to 5 weeks. Radiation therapy per se by itself is not really painful. It does cause some very minimal side effects, but it is very well tolerated by patients with the newer advances techniques of radiotherapy that we employ.